Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. Had my hair cut today and made it yellow, so yeah. No, seriously, no. This is a bad angle on me, honestly. I get so much... Oops. It's even worse. No, seriously, just... There's a lot. We're going to repeat myself again. There's a lot going on at the moment. There's a lot going on. So, Kundalini, right? Does anyone even really understand what Kundalini is? So, as far as I even understand, because I have a sort of understanding of what Kundalini is, and it's energy moving up and down the chakras, and it can get blocked, basically. So, and it can cause a lot of symptoms that I think we're all feeling. Not all, you know, like we're feeling like head fog, tiredness, migraines, dizziness. Yeah, so just be aware that, like, at the moment there's a lot of energy stuck, and I'm not going to go on about it and like as in a negative way, but definitely they are, like, I looked into it's geoengineering or whatever, right? So cloud seeding and stuff. They're doing it in America and England. Never mind what I'm on about, but it's causing storms in different countries and stuff, you know. So it's just like, I mean, right. So what I was going to say is, above all the fucking drama of this year, or the whole drama of every year, just remember that God is intelligent, or whatever you want to call it, like, whatever you want to call it, there is an intelligent plan above anything that can be thrown out. So just keep that in mind. Hang on. Something really disgusting going on with my throat at the moment. It has happened to me before, and I'm sure it's due to my own habits, like smoking and just, yeah, whatever. But it's like throat stones, and I literally get like a stone in my throat, and it changes the whole shape of my face, and it's all blocked. I say after just having a cigarette. But yeah, no, I was going to give a tip that before I did get rid of these throat stones through a lot of throat stones. It's fucking disgusting. Got rid of these throat stones from a lot of like brushing at the back of the mouth with like gargling and phlegming. Like, and I was nearly sick last night, but oh, and like yeah, lemon and honey, and gargling with lemon and honey, yogurt drinks, like to eat the shit out of like whatever gets stuck. It's like a ball of phlegm that gets really fucking bally, and then like it literally just blocks my throat and stuff. So I'm blaming it on Kundalini. Like, Kundalini is like a silly word for the energy of the spine or whatever, yeah? So that's why I keep making that grunting noise and that. But I didn't have throat stones. I got rid of my throat stones mainly from singing a lot a few years ago, and like singing daily, and I haven't been doing a lot of singing, so we should start barking a bit more. And anyone should sing if they feel like singing. Like, obviously, if you don't feel like singing, don't sing. But if you are artistic and you like to sing, like, I swear on my life, until I got on my karaoke app, I had never heard my voice since I was like 10 down a microphone. And I got such thrills out of just playing around with energy and playing around with different sides of myself that I'd squashed back when I was younger and stuff. So I'm going to probably start singing in a minute, and yeah, trying to get rid of these throat stones. But yeah, so I had my hair done today, and I do feel more glam, actually. I do, sort of. I spent a lot of fucking money on it. I did before, 2 years ago. This is why people spend money on my hair now every 6 months, right? It's because I was, for 5 years, bleaching with like a cheap £5 bottle of bleach every 6 weeks religiously until my hair was like wool. And I liked it. I thought it was really punky. And I wouldn't go to the hairdressers. I cut my own hair. Like, and when I had this injury on my head, right in the middle of my head, like on Halloween, another story, but I cut my own, someone's got kids listening to me, nosy fuckers. I cut my own fringe in, and I started off cutting the fringe in just a tiny bit. Like, so first, when the injury happened, I went like full on into the emo days and I went like this. And I thought, yeah, well, no, this does cover it, right? So I was like that a bit. And then I cut a fringe in a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, until, believe it or not, I cut a fringe in that was nearly shorter than that. And I don't even know how I did it, but I did. I managed to cut a fringe in shorter than that. And it was just when the little fringes were coming in fashion about 3 or 4 years ago, yeah. So, but it wasn't fashionable, and I did it for like blunt kitchen scissors, right? And I had and I liked my white hair. But then, like, as a punishment, I went, because I thought I should go to the hairdresser because of the fringe. And I went to this hairdresser, and they were just like, well, what do you want me to do with this fringe? We can't cut it anymore, can we? But they ended up like cutting it a little bit wider, and just to like punish everybody, I cut my hair. My partner was like, don't do it, please don't do it. And I cut my hair like right up to here, but it looked like damn cute. And I had a little fringe, and it was so short, it was nearly shaved in the neck, and I only had it that short. I felt like Marilyn Monroe, mate. I literally did. So I had white hair, and I was like, it was just, I just went through a phase, like, yeah, right? And I fucking loved the look. I kept wearing little bunchies and like short little hair. I loved it. But everyone kept saying, just let it grow out, let it grow out. And I do listen to other people, and I suppose I do look more normal. I think I look older like this, but fuck it. No, but also, last year I had my hair dyed quite like dark and that, and I'm just saying, don't fix yourself onto your looks. Like hair is a great thing to play around with. And like, when I did the hair rebellion, like with the fringe and I just felt alive, you know, like, and I'd flick it around, and I was like, you know, so like, sometimes a good hair change can really shake you out of a state of energy and give you a good frill. So yeah, so I had my tail cut off today, and I had some more like blonde. No, but it was pretty blonde anyway. So but you know, as much as don't do silly things with your body and like too much chemicals and that, there is nothing wrong with just trying to do things you don't have to do anything. There's not like a rule to follow other than patience and time. Like, you know, you can do whatever you want. There's not gonna like be judged at the end of it. Of just do what, you know, you will learn your lessons as you go. But also, you know, if you want to take pride in your body and to make yourself feel in control, then do, you know, take that time. And like, just, you know, I've done a lot of like, again, I am basically repeating Victor Otto from he just said that if you're feeling dizzy, if you're feeling head fog and all that, it's Kundalini symptoms, you know. And just then I felt so much better from just lying out on the grass. And, you know, yeah, I have done a lot of cardio recently. Yes, I have lost a little bit of weight, but I could like keep going into like, yeah, but you can't, sometimes at the moment, your nervous system can just throw you off, make you feel very sick if you're doing too much at the moment. It doesn't seem to be the right, you know. So I was just lying down and just feeling like I was upgrading with the frequency and like, you know, seeing the electrical, like almost like when you turn around and you're dizzy, you know, and you see stars like coming down. Felt just like opening up all of my chakras and just breathing and being like a lion, you know, just lying there. So, and then I don't have so much of a migraine. I feel like if you try and make a wrong decision at the moment, you can easily get a migraine. You know, like from eating the wrong food, from overdoing yourself or missing something, cancer. You know, I just feel like the energy right now is very intense this year, that you literally get a migraine. And, you know, I was talking to my hairdresser today, and she's an absolutely lovely lady. And she actually, this is a fucking weird synchronicity. She cuts, she's in my town, but I don't know how or why. Well, she used to live in London, but she cuts Joe Strummer's Mrs.'s hair, mate. You know, the person I was wearing a top of him the other day, Joe Strummer from The Clash. She cuts his wife's hair. So I'm literally sharing energy with Joe Strummer's wife right now. She's just such a lovely lady. But yeah, I was just saying, she doesn't feel like celebrate. There's not a lot to celebrate right now other than dipping into the drama. And this is what I was saying on my last video about being a horse, and how a horse wouldn't just necessarily get into drama unless it's asked to, you know, like if you need to. So as much as you could be signing petitions and making movements, there is just so much sorting yourself out as well. Like, you are okay to just sit back and try and just do whatever you need to do in that moment, like, which is going to be different for each person, isn't it? So right now I got a little bit of sweat on and I'm cold, and I tried to get my kids out to come out for a nice long walk with me. They don't want to come out for a walk, so I'm going to walk the dog, and I'm like, okay, I haven't drunk for 4 days, and I've just given in to getting a bottle of beer from the shop and maybe a small bottle of wine, which I might sip as well. So that's going to make my digestion tract feel really gassy. Then I'm probably going to just smoke a little more fags. And I could not buy the wine. This is what's failing me. It's my... And I almost don't want to. It's just for like boredom and having access to it. Sounds ever so bratty, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's people out there that can't even afford to fucking eat. No. I'm moaning about, you know, and like, I should not drink beer and then go and feed someone with that money, really. You know, it's just terribly out of balance, aren't we? But yeah. Gosh. And the thing is, like, if someone told me to go and do that, I would. Or if someone was there at the door hungry, but sometimes I just haven't got it in me to start. But then I think then you end it, if you start adding up too many points unnaturally, like in that way, then you're just going to get a lot more shit added to you in general. I don't know, you know. Everyone's, yeah. So just, you're okay, you know. Don't just give it time as well, because I think this time next year is going to be a lot different in whatever way. I'm going to need to stop holding my face so funny. Cheers then, and have a good weekend. And maybe I am going to drink. It's because my kids are ignoring me. They've been busy, you know, they are busy kids, and we've got